Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is the JR Wisdom Channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And right now, I'm going to be talking about this latest issue, this video or videos that have hit social media, reference to a restaurant down in Dallas. I guess it hasn't been open for too long. And there's, a few patrons in there, a few ladies was up in the spot twerking. They were told to stop. And as you can see in this video, which I guess is going viral, he basically is admonishing them, going off on them and using some vulgar language. As you can see, stick around to the end of the video if you want to, see these videos in particular. And he's been getting a lot of support and a lot of backlash. And this is just one of those things where it makes you wonder sometimes, which I'll get into my thoughts after I read the statement that was posted from this restaurant, True Kitchen and Cocktails, where the respect for authority, especially with these ratchet folks conducting themselves in this way in a business and not having respect for your fellow man, especially people of color, our people who will basically destroy a business and don't want to treat a business as if it was your business, would you allow the same thing? So I'll get into my thoughts after I read this statement here, and then you guys can check out the videos here. So it says, in response to the numerous comments and postings on social media, I will share a bit of detail associated with our guest twerking, being asked to stop, being addressed, and asked to leave True Kitchen and Cocktails. While I would like to apologize to the patrons who I offended by my poor choice of wording, I think this full story and a bit of video may help you understand of the final straw with guests addressed and asked to leave. When the first incidents occurred, the guests were politely asked to stop and have respect for themselves and other customers. The guests at issue were at 3 tables. As this video shows, you will see guests spoken to politely and literally begged to stop standing on our furniture and twerking. There are other videos that show much more of the behavior in the following videos, but we do not want to embarrass the guests sitting at those tables. Later, as another video shows, a customer stood on her seat, placed her hands against the glass windows and began to twerk. My immediate reaction was this woman could fall through this window and we could be the target of a lawsuit if she is injured. My second reaction was enough is enough. After already addressing this behavior twice, these customers no longer deserve the courtesy of kindness I expressed in the earlier encounters, as it was met with disrespect and intentionally ignored. This is why they were told to leave. We hope these additional videos will give you a bit more insight into what led to the guests being admonished, but we understand we cannot please everyone. As usual, 97% of our guests yesterday were fantastic. This is an indictment on the very few who don't respect our restaurant. However, we reserve the right to address guests who we believe fall below the standards of the concept created. True Kitchen and Cocktails is a concept created with many months of planning and much more to ensure it is a concept Dallas will love. To date, our plan has worked well and we are thankful for our guests. As for the music played, moving forward, we will adjust our playlist and DJ selections. However, regardless of what had or will be played, no guest had the right to come into our business home and stand on our furniture because of any song played. As for the twerking being part of our culture, we do not welcome the part of the culture that will come into a restaurant, stand on furniture and twerk while using culture as an excuse. Would you accept this for your home as yourself if you would do this at any other restaurant you frequent? From the outset, we knew True Kitchen and Cocktails would not be for everyone, but we hoped everyone would understand we are moving with a cause to get a diverse group of customers comfort food in a way never presented in Dallas. We are moving with a cause to show other minority entrepreneurs they can own their building, own their restaurant, and they can be successful growing their own brand. There is nothing that will deter my team from this. We want the full support of the community who understands our cause, because we value you and we will be here ready, willing, and able to serve you with respect. So obviously we see a few things here that tends to perpetuate a narrative of the black community, and it makes you wonder sometimes, why does this come about, and why do our people act this way in certain environments and not in others? If it was a white establishment, would they have conducted themselves in this way? Not to say it doesn't happen, but this seems to be a pretty nice place from what I've seen overall. And the gentleman, obviously, he's not trying to get his place shut down. There's a lot of stuff that goes into, for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into creating a business, especially a restaurant business. Well, a lot of times they go out of business fairly quickly. And, you know, I saw stuff about how dare they act like this, how dare the owners or this business act like this, the type of drinks that they serve, and blah, 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 blah. It's all of your favorite restaurants serve strong drinks, but you don't go in there and act a fool. And then you use that this is part of the culture. We should be allowed to jump up. This isn't a strip club like you'll see in the video. My man was like, why don't you take this somewhere else? Why don't you go to this place? Why don't you go to this place? We don't do that here. I'm trying to have a classy place for our people to show others that this can be done, and y'all come in here with this foolishness, y'all can get the F out. And you know what a lot of these ratchet chicks do, they'll take it as a personal challenge, whether it be a man or woman that's coming across, and it makes you look directly at what their parenting was like. Because a lot of issues in our community comes from respect for authority, whether that be a black man or a black woman growing up. And a lot of that comes from parenting, where the black man, the father being in the home and basically being able to chastise you and put you in your place. But being that you weren't reared properly or raised properly, and you're conducting yourself when confronted on your behavior and told to pipe down, you're going to take it as a personal challenge. And a lot of these people may be mothers, or maybe end up being mothers in the future, and your son's daughters are going to adopt this same behavior, and they're going to take it in the street and get their head blown off or something like that, for lack of respect for authority. And this is something that perpetuates over and over. People end up shooting up a place like this, or fights break out, or you want to leave them bad reviews. You want to trash the place, twerking. And even you would think, and not to say it didn't happen, you would think that within three tables, they're all on the same sheet of music. So they're on code for this ratchetness. Instead of talking to your friend or having some class, and sit your behind down. Let's have some respect. And what he said in the video too, he was basically like, how can you expect men to respect you, or men conducting themselves in a certain way, but you as a woman, you're conducting yourself like this. But you want to we expect men to be a certain way. So I'm pretty sure they have their story, and people say there's two sides to every story, but I invite you guys to watch the video if you stuck around long enough. I just think stuff like this that goes on, it happens to certain businesses and it doesn't happen at other businesses. But why is that? Is it a natural fear of white people? You feel comfortable disrespecting your fellow black man? Or you feel like there's not going to be any repercussions, or you feel comfortable, or it's for the culture? I'm pretty sure most black business owners, they don't set out just to pander to a particular demographic. They want to be open to all demographics, and it's not about selling out at the end of the day. It's about business. It's about making money. But you're getting in your emotions, and you're turning up, and you want to resort to violence because you can't control your emotions or be classy, and you want to destroy a place like this. So anyway, I'm done talking about that. You know, let me know your thoughts on it. I'll have some videos up here, a video or some videos. I don't know if I have, you know, 2 or 3 yet, but I have the one in particular in reference to this incident. You know, make sure you guys check it out. Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my other channels if you haven't. And, you know, let me know what you think. So with that being said, you know, hope you guys check the video out. Peace.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please! Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.